to look at different messages from different stakeholders, cultural leaders, government leaders, religious leaders that are pouring in their messages through their various platforms. Speaking of the wonderful reign of King Oyo. And as has become the custom, we've come to appreciate death as really passage of our very existence as humanity. It's a corridor, it's a doorway for us to extend into the unknown, the universe. And so rather than mourn, we choose to celebrate. And so different stakeholders going to their social media platforms to celebrate the life of the fallen and now resting King Oyo, Nyimba Kabamba Iguru Rukidi IV. Now we come to you also relating to, one of the things that has been such a very critical element in his administration of his kingdom and his reign in the 31 years of reign. Health has been one of those things that he has been a champion and advocate for, especially when it comes to cancer. Cancer is a race that none of us chooses to run, but it is a race that as a country we can choose to fight together. Now this Sunday, thousands of Uganda are going to be lacing up and putting on their shoes for the 15th Rotary Cancer Run that is under the theme Gwanga Muje. This is a call to the entire nation of Uganda to come together and join forces in one way or another with the little that they have to fight against cancer. Now this run is seeking to raise resources towards completing the Cancer Treatment Center at St. Francis Hospital. This is in Zambia here, particularly the radiotherapy facilities, as a country continues to face major gaps in access of radiotherapy, making initiatives such as these ones incredibly important and more so even timely. And so among the organizations that are throwing their weight behind this cause is Harris International through Crystal Water, which is this year's official hydration partner. So what does it mean for companies such as Harris International to move beyond selling their crystal water and becoming part of a national health cause? Now to help us explore that, I'm being joined by Camila Wanjohi, who is the connections lead at Harris International, to help us break down why this cause and why at this time. Camila, you're most welcome to Morning at NTV.
Thank you very much, Patricia. At a sad morning.
Yeah.
We have to soldier on a little bit.
What's your message to the people of Toro as
to the Toro Kingdom, to Fort Portal and anybody who is associated with them? We say a very big sorry, and may His Majesty's soul rest in perfect peace.
Well, thank you so much. So before we get into Crystal Water, let's talk about the cause itself. Why was it important that Harris International once again comes on board, partners with a Rotary to have the Rotary Cancer Run 2026?
Okay, so for us, as we may all know, we are the biggest foods and beverage company in Uganda, and that means most of our products or our brands are actually consumed directly with our customers. And for us to choose Crystal Water to be part of this cause is what water stands for, what Crystal Water stands for. That is wellness, that is literally just making sure that you're hydrated. We all know when you go to a doctor, there's no doctor that will tell you don't take water. They always advise that we take enough water. And when we actually saw the cause that Rotary Foundation has towards making sure that we build these bunkers and make sure that we have some sufficient infrastructure for Ugandans here, it was a perfect cause for us to be part of. And for the past 4 years, with this being our 4th year for that matter, it's been great for us. It's not just hydrating, it's not providing the water, as much as it's the most premium water in Uganda, but it's just to join the cause and add on our weight to say, you know what, it affects all of us, young, old, rich, poor, rural area, urban areas, but let's come together, put aside everything else and fight the cause.
Okay, so speaking of coming together, I know that there'll be piles and piles of boxes and boxes of Crystal Water on the D-Day Sunday particularly. But what does Harris International bring to the table?
So we've brought a lot to the table. There's that back end before the actual D-Day. The D-Day, you'll have thousands and thousands of bottles to make sure you're hydrated enoughly, well and hydrated. But behind the scenes, we've been supporting or being part of the medical camps that have been carried out throughout the country for the screenings that have been going on. So for us, it's beyond the hydration on the D-Day or the actual day. It's making sure that we also are part of those community health camps
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the health camps, I know cancer is a disease that is now today in this country touching every single family.
Literally,
Now,
yeah.
in the engagements that you've been having with the communities, what are some of those realities around cancer that particularly resonated well with you and the team at Harris International?
There's this point where people they feel as if cancer is not for them, it's for the rich. For the longest time, people thought it's for the bagagas, you know, it's for the rich people. But when you go down into those communities and just to make sure to disseminate this message that screening is important, just know your status. We want to know for so many other statuses, pregnancy, HIV and all that, then we assume cancer, but then it's easy. Once we screen early enough, you notice people actually appreciate that this is something that can actually affect them. And from this community community wellness camps, you notice now people are taking it more serious and seeing that it's for everybody. It's beyond just, it's not about race and all that. So that for us it's a plus, and it's a big kudos to the Rotary Foundation and every other partner that has come on board to know that we are literally pushing this agenda and making sure that the communities are actually taking care of themselves.
All right, so yeah. Crystal Water being the official hydration partner, what does hydration mean in the context of a cancer run? And this is simply beyond providing water for runners.
Yeah. What's
hydration in this equation?
So hydration for us as Crystal is, we came up with, so working with doctors from Zambia and different hospitals to create what we call health tips, so that we share around in the different platforms, from our platforms, the Rotary Foundation platforms, just to remind us beyond just, you know, eating your fruits. It's beyond taking water, but how else can we take care of ourselves? Whether you've been screened and found you actually have the disease, or how to prevent it, what to do. So for us, it's beyond giving you the bottle of water, is to make sure that you're actually healthy and you actually know your status throughout.
Okay,
yeah.
So this is the 4th year that Harris International is partnering with the Rotary Cancer Run, yeah. And this time round there's a special twist you brought to the table. You guys have been behind there cooking. How do we make this one different? Yeah. Crystal Water brought to you differently. Yes. I'm in a supermarket and then I buy this crystal bottle and I saw it had, you know, the tag of Cancer Run. I said, okay, interesting. Tell us about this new initiative that you brought to the.
So it's a little something, a little bit of a twist to just to bring it to home. People not to imagine it's just for Kololo airstrip or whatever city they're in. We created a new Cancer Run label. It's a limited edition label, and we say with every sip we support a fight. It has a message. For every bottle that is bought, we are going to give
Cancer Run edition bottles.
Yes, we are going to give proceeds from this and add to whatever we are giving as a company. So it's literally just bringing the fight to everybody's hand. For those who didn't know that it existed, or the run exists, or they can, it's part of your contribution towards the fight. Just that one bottle, 1,000 shillings from wherever you are, you've actually you're helping us contribute towards building these bunkers to make sure that we are healthy.
Okay, that's something quite powerful, turning everyday purchase into an action of giving. That people don't have to maybe get the whole 30K and buy a kit. No. People don't have to necessarily go there, or if they needed to go there but the distances and all these other excuses are standing in their way, they can buy that bottle of crystal water and they can still be part of the giving. How much of a difference can consumers make when they deliberately choose to support such initiatives through such twists?
Well, it brings the power to you as a person to know that you're part of a bigger story. You actually, if it was a building, you were part of putting that one stone, that cornerstone to build this and to make this a reality for the country. So for consumers, it's not about, I don't want that. It's just think beyond the bottle of water. Where does this go to? We've committed for all these years with the Rotary Foundation that we are going to be part of them for the longest, as long as we exist. And so this is one way as a consumer. You may not be from Harris International or from Crystal, but just get that bottle and help us fight this. It's for everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so I anticipate there'll be $1 billion of shillings that will be collected, and Crystal Water is playing a critical role in pulling all those resources together. Just to remind our audiences, why are we fighting against cancer through such initiatives? And the funds or resources that will be gotten out of this, what are they going to collectively do towards the fight against cancer?
Okay, so, so for the longest, as a country, we've not had specified infrastructure to fight this disease, and through the Rotary Foundation and then Zambia Hospital, they decided to come up with this cause of building the bunkers, the cancer bunkers, and actually encourage everybody to just go to the to Zambia, and you'll actually see the progress. And we encourage that through it's in another language they say haba haba ujaza kibaba. Every little thing that you do goes beyond. So let's put our resources. It's, again, as I said, it's not about I'm from this company, I'm from where. It affects all of us. So it's about getting together and making sure that everybody gets a chance to get screened. So many people go out of the country to try and get this medication or get attention, medical attention, but it's being brought closer. So let's just be part of that cause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this Cancer Run 2026 is themed Gwanga Muje.
Yes.
Now, as Harris International, it's your turn to do the drumming.
Yes.
And call on as many Ugandans to come, rally them to come for the run on Sunday.
Yes. So our version of Gwanga Muje is...
you want me to do for you the drum?
Yeah, and I hope I'm saying it right. But it's for Gwanga Muje is our rallying call is in every city. That's the beauty about this run as well. It's not only in Kampala, it's literally in all the 9 cities in Uganda. So wherever you are, kindly just join in. It's as simple as that. Any city you're in, whether Fort Portal, Jinja, Masaka, wherever it is, there is an actual run that is going to happen on Sunday. Be part of it. Make sure you get your kit, and you may not run or may not be able to be part of it, but buy the kit. It's not about I'll not run, so why should I buy the kit? Just buy the kit because it's for a cause. It's not about making someone rich. So for us, Gwanga Muje, we are literally with over 100 distributorship in the country. I think our rallying call is there already. So yeah, we're pumped. Okay. We're ready for this year.
All right. Your closing remarks?
To all Ugandans, we say, again, I'll say Gwanga Muje from wherever you are, kindly join in, get your kit from any Centenary Bank outlet, and just let's fight this together. It doesn't discriminate. It's one disease that doesn't discriminate. So join the force, be part of the bigger story. Then one day you'll say, you know what, that bunker was built because I bought this one kit in 2026. So let's come together. Well,
thank you so much, Camila from Harris International, for being with us, but more so for coming on board and being part of this cause. Now, you might be thinking, why do I buy a kit? Or, why should I give them my money? You see, if you don't give them that money, they will not be able to do the good, generous cause of building a bunker, a radiotherapy facility in a hospital. We here at NTV have been doing these stories, and one of the issues is that there's limited services to manage the many numbers of cancer patients in the country. You may not have it today, but tomorrow you may get a phone call and they're telling you someone that you love has cancer, and they will need that radiotherapy service. It's your duty today to save your loved one tomorrow. So that brings us to the end of this conversation. And at the end of the day, Gwanga Muje, even beyond Sunday, we can still collectively come together and one stride intend to move the country closer to better access to cancer treatment. This brings us to the end of this conversation, and we hope to see you on Sunday.